Well, here we go. Dramatic. This is Zero Hedge pinned at the top of Zero Hedge because it's important. Dramatic undercover footage shows Clinton operatives admit to inciting anarchy at Trump rallies. And Mr. James O'Keefe is the one who apparently found this. Update. It appears James O'Keefe's findings have upset the establishment. Why do I say that? Because he tweeted, Mr. James O'Keefe, "Wow," at Fox News, "just canceled my appearance. Are these publicly traded media corporations afraid of, at the Justice Department, reprisals/retaliation?" Retweeted 4,923 times. Wow. Now, what channel is Sean Hannity on? Because he's like the only media guy out there standing up for Trump. Okay? So we have Fox News canceled James O'Keefe's appearance. Not CNN, not MSNBC, Fox News. All right? Again, mainstream media or alternative media. I will take alternative media any day of the week. As we detailed earlier in this explosive, and I'm going to link this link to you, of course, this website link to you so you can watch the video they're talking about from Zero Hedge. As we detailed earlier, in this explosive new video from Project Veritas Action, a Democratic dirty tricks operative unwittingly provides a dark money trail to the DNC and the Clinton campaign. The video documents violence at Trump rallies that is traced to the Clinton campaign and the DNC through a process which they have called bird dogging. A shady coordinated communications chain. Again, thank you for the emails, Mr. or Mrs. or whoever, WikiLeaks. A shady coordinated communications chain between the DNC, Clinton campaign, Hillary Clinton's super PAC priorities, and other organizations are revealed. A key Clinton operative is on camera saying, quote, "It doesn't matter what the friggin' legal and ethics people say, we need to win this mother effer." An undercover video produced by James O'Keefe, his Project Veritas, shows Hillary Clinton campaign operatives admitting to starting the violence that occurred back in March during a Trump rally in Chicago, which led to the event being completely shut down over security concerns. And I do remember that taking place. Project Veritas was able to infiltrate the private political consulting company Democracy Partners and its contractor, the Fovel Group, which has ties to the Democratic National Committee and the Hillary Clinton campaign. According to Fovel Group founder Scott Fovel, hold on one second. Campaign, Hillary Clinton campaign, pays the DNC. DNC pays Democracy Partners. Democracy Partners pays the Fovel Group. Fovel Group goes and executes the shit on the ground, end quote. The Scott Fovel, not the, but what Scott Fovel means by shit on the ground is the agitation that starts disruptions and places bad press on whichever Trump or Pence event they decided to hit. An operative by the name of Aaron Minter, who goes by the alias Aaron Black, told Project Veritas that the disruption in Chicago during Trump's rally in March was an operation of Democracy Partners. Quote, "So the Chicago protest, when they shut all that was us. It was more him," that's in Bob Creamer, founder of Democracy Partners, "than me," said Aaron Minter. Quote, "But none of this was supposed to come back to us because we want it coming from people. We don't want it coming from the party," end quote. It is not totally clear why Minter, a full-time employee of Democracy Partners, uses an alias, but one can assume that it is to shield his true identity from being tied into the violence that he helped stir. According to Project Veritas, Minter's job is to direct the spontaneous protests at Trump and Pence rallies. Quote, so if we do a protest, and if it's branded a DNC protest, right away the press is going to say partisan, Minter went on. But if I'm in there coordinating with all the groups on the ground and sort of playing field general, but they are the ones talking on camera or talking to the cameras, then it's actually people. But if we send out press advisories with DNC on them, in Clinton campaign doesn't have the same effect. End quote. And there's like 3 different videos here. Zulema Rodriguez, who works in the office of the Foval Group, appears on the video to also claim credit for the violent protest that prevented the Chicago Trump rally from taking place. Quote, so B and I did the Chicago Trump event where we shut it down like all the Zulman said before being interrupted. Project Veritas video makes it clear that the disruption coordinated by Democracy Partners and the Foval Group is indeed that, coordinated and planned out disruption. Now, let me stop for a second. You do realize that I don't know what law it's going to be called or what it is. They have absolutely broken a law. This is not probably a misdemeanor. This is probably a felony. Disrupting a democratic process, right? As in voting, campaigning, etc. When you start messing with that, there's big trouble. So these groups, right? We saw Hillary Clinton get off. She got off scot-free. We're not reopening the investigation. But sir, Mr. Comey, Honorable Mr. Comey, or should we call you commie as in communist? I'm not sure. We have intent now. Here's the proof. Oh, we're not going to, no thanks. Oh, and by the way, the aides and stuff, we took their laptops and stuff. We got what we needed off them. We've destroyed them, members of Congress. Excuse me? Why did you do that? Well, because we were done with them. We didn't need anymore, so we went ahead and destroyed it for them. The FBI destroyed their laptops for them. Now, there's no collusion there. And as many people said who are in the military, in government positions, and they said, if I did even a fifth of that, I'd be in prison. She got away scot-free. So let's go here. All these guys right here that I'm talking about, working for these Democratic privately owned companies, are they going to get the Hillary treatment where they're off scot-free? It'd be in Hillary's best interest, right? Just like DNC had Wasserman Schultz, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Oh, wrongdoing. Yeah, we caught you. Oh, that's all right. Don't quit. I mean, you're stepping down anyways. Come work for me directly. I know I have to hire you because if you don't, my campaign is going to be in big trouble, says Hillary. So we're going to hire you. She didn't actually say that, but it's obvious. And that's what happened. So what treatment are these people going to get? These people this isn't a protest. This is not someone standing outside with a sign, I don't like what you're doing. This is a protest. These are people physically violent to stop that democratic process we love to call voting or campaigning or whatever. Quote, we have to be careful because what we don't need is for it to show up on CNN that the DNC paid X people to. That's not going to happen, end quote. Scott Foval was caught saying on undercover video. So for all the people out there, I don't believe the WikiLeaks stuff. I don't know about which we just got done arguing with someone on Facebook, wife's friend, someone, and I had to shut them down. Evelyn, just tell them this, and this. Not that they're going to see this video, but this isn't WikiLeaks producing a hacked email or emails simply to given to them. This is a video where the culprit is on tape saying it. How do the liberals get past this one? Oh, the voice editing. It's not him. That's not really the person. That's somebody else, and they altered the voice. Right. According to the founder of Democracy Partners, Bob Creamer, his group has, quote, a call with the campaign every day to go over the focuses that need to be undertaken, end quote. Oh, really? Zulma Rodriguez also admitted to having daily calls with the Clinton campaign. This was not the first time, as Breitbart exposes, by the way. WikiLeaks, speaking of, reveals that at least one bird dogging operation was approved directly by Robbie Mook, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager. You know what my dad calls a mook? Dad, what the hell? Don't do that, you mook. Or I'm going to give you some sentences where you could use that. Don't put that there. It's going to fall over, you mook. No, do not vote for Hillary Clinton, you mook. That's my dad's word. That's like a New York thing, I think. This guy has a fitting last name. WikiLeaks reveals that at least one bird dogging operation was approved directly by Robbie the Mook, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager. In an email dated July 4th, 2015, Mook, fittingly named, approved a plan to bird dog Donald Trump, meaning specifically to infiltrate volunteers into his campaign events and ask him questions about immigration. Not that this is a huge deal, right? Not this part. CHC op-eds calling on Republicans to denounce Trump's comments and praising Hillary Rotten Clinton. Did I just say Hillary Rotten Clinton? You know what's funny about that? I didn't do that as a joke. I saw HRC, meaning Hillary Rotten Clinton, and it came out. I swear to you, it came out Hillary Rotten Clinton. I did not mean to do that. I wasn't trying to be funny like I sometimes do. It came out Hillary Rotten Clinton. Isn't that amazing? We know it's Hillary Rodham Clinton. Engage immigrant rights organizations. Dreamers have been bird-dogging Republican presidential candidates on DACA and DAPA, but they've learned to respond. There's an opportunity to bird dog and record questions about Trump's comments and connect it to the policy. Midweek. That was to Zeno Joza at HillaryClinton.com from RE47 at HillaryClinton.com. So you can, like, RE47. These people, this whole email server, this is so unbelievable. It's not, oh, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see. The emails, no. These people are creating fake names, screen names, so that they can email you. Who is RE47? Because they know what they're doing is highly illegal. So I'm going to reply as this particular person. They can't tie it back to me. I don't have fake emails. I don't have little pseudonyms. My name, for the most part, is my email. So anyways, RE47 replies, looks good. I'd tether the challenge around her interview, perhaps the day before. And that's the end of the email. Trump supporters have frequently been the victims of real, as opposed to staged, violence. And while the mainstream media has tried to paint Trump supporters as violent and over the top, it turns out that what is actually the other side of the aisle who was actually doing just that. It was the other side of the aisle who was doing it to the Democrats. Now, again, oh, I'm a Democrat, damn it, Jason. I'll hit the unsubscribe button on you, sucker. Easy. Take it easy. There's no left or right, no Dems, no Repubs, all the same. It's everybody, Dems and Repubs, against Donald Trump. As I just did my video yesterday, day before, right? $0 spent by the GOP, RNC, etc. on Donald Trump advertisements. When they had Romney, Bush, they spent tens of millions of advertising dollars on those guys. Romney, McCain, Bush. I think between the three of them, over $100 million was spent. Donald Trump, $0. They did, in fact, spend $362-ish thousand before Trump was the nominee against Hillary Clinton. But once he became the nominee, funding stopped. We don't support them. We say we do, but we don't. Some of us have vocally said we don't. Others say we do, but we really don't. This is a GOP, a Democratic, which means what? It means those two groups have been completely, and have been for a long time, by the way, infiltrated by what I like to call the club. The club sends up the guy in blue. The club sends up the guy in red. Hey, stupid, moronic sheeple. Pick one. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. I get my guy either way. That's what this is about. And if this was switched around and by chance Hillary was a Republican right now and Donald Trump was the Democrat and along with Bernie Sanders was also the Republican, I would be, everything I read you, all the alternative crap you've heard thus far to date, you'd be hearing the same thing. Nothing would change. The only words that would change would be you swapping Democrat with Republican. You would hear that the Democratic National Convention and the Democratic Party is not spending any money on Donald Trump, who's the Democrat, and Hillary Rodham Clinton, who's the Republican, and Bernie Sanders, whatever, they'd still done the crap to him to get him out of the way. And the same crap, she would have had Hillary Rodham, HillaryClinton.com, whatever the email server, that still would have been happening. They would have had the pseudonym names. They would have done it all. It means nothing. So if you ever hear the words out of my mouth, all the Democrats, all the Republicans, and I happen to offend you, don't ever forget. Do not ever forget. You're nothing more than a color. Democrat, I'm blue. Oh, that's JSNP4's favorite color. That is JSNP4's favorite color, but you know what? Not voting Democrat. Not this time. My favorite color is going to have to change to red temporarily. Matter of fact, I've never held a color. Blue, red. It does not matter. Anyone who thinks so or says so, you are smoking crack. There is no difference. I just proved it to you. $0 spent by the Republican Party and the RNC, 000, to Donald Trump. Massive mainstream media effort to destroy Donald Trump while pushing Clinton. They have spent, I forgot what the stat was the other day, 113 minutes trying to destroy Professor Clump. Trying to destroy Donald Trump. In what was it, 13 minutes, spending any time about Hillary, anything bad about Hillary, emails, you name it. You could write a freaking novel, a large book, the size of a dictionary on the Clintons, and even just Hillary Clinton if you wanted to. You can't write one about Trump. Oh, but he said he wanted to grab a girl's private. Did anyone see the video of Mr. Barack Hussein Obama on the airplane? I believe it was Air Force One. And the giggly news ladies, move, Barbara, whatever her name is. Barbara, move. We want to see his erection. And he's showing it off on the plane. Through his pants, posing, turning around, turning this way. If you haven't seen it, just Google it. President Obama, erection, plane, something of that nature. And the other people, again, people act, men don't talk that way, men never use that word, ever. To be honest with you, I'm a man. I have man friends. I have used some language in my time. I don't really talk that way nowadays, but I certainly can reminisce with some friends back when we were younger. Some chicks we dated. Oh, remember that so-and-so from our apartment complex? Yes, oh my gosh, right? We could tell some stories. Like he said, locker room banter. And the same goes for me. If I'm talking to my buddies, we're not talking out in the public somewhere. Certainly not doing a YouTube video on it. There ain't gonna be no mics around. We're just chilling at someone's house. It's just the guys. Our wives aren't part of the conversation. Do you remember this? Oh yeah, you remember that one girl? Yeah. My friend Frank at work. He said I was talking to my wife. And she's like, I hope you don't ever talk like that. You've never talked like that. He goes, excuse me. You were just with the lady. They have a nanny. Weren't you just with the nanny last week? Yeah. Driving somewhere with her? And you guys had a little conversation? Oh, yeah. The nanny had a nice little conversation with her. She didn't tell her to stop. She didn't say, I don't want to hear these words. The nanny, so two females, having a little girl chat about someone the nanny's dating and the little details, you know what I mean? So I don't want to hear this crap. Again, Donald Trump says nasty things or mean things. Hillary Clinton's responsible for the deaths of a lot of people. He says mean things. Death. He says nasty things. Death. Suicides. 2 shots to the head. He committed suicide today. There's over 100 and something people related somehow to Hillary Clinton who have been found dead in very, very suspicious circumstances. How many people are related in some way to Donald Trump in which it appeared the old Trumpster had him offed, suicided, you name it? I haven't come to find any. So these people, I'm certain, have committed felonies. Their organizations should be shut down immediately, and those people should be taken to jail. Oh, and since we can see their emails, now we know there's collusion. Who else is involved? Have a little knock fest on the door. You want to send the SWAT team in on someone that's, challenging the right to build a house off grid, and you're saying you have to have it hooked up to electricity. Yeah, but I've got solar panels, I've got generators, I'm fine. Nope. You must comply with the law. We're going to send the SWAT team over. You can send the SWAT team to that, but you're not going to send the SWAT team to this. Right. That's because there's no rule of law at the top, and anybody associated with those at the top. I'll say it for the millionth time. George Carlin. It's a big effing club, and you ain't in it.